Hey guys! Welcome to honkaistarrail. The new patch is out and that means a general lady is. And I'm gonna try to get her. Odds are not great though. This is 50-50. I have zero pity. Zero pity, 50-50, and I have won the last like 5 50-50s in a row on the character banner. I always somehow lose the 25-75 on the weapon banner. I don't know how it keeps happening, but I keep getting the fucking Himiko icon. But apart from that, right, this is character banner. Character banner has been lucky. Which means it's all going to come crashing down at some point. And we only have 90 pulls and 0 pity and 50-50. So this could either go really well or really horribly. I'm going to do the pulls first because I want to do the story with the new character if I can get her. So we're going to start with this. And then we'll go into the story. You guys ready? Oh boy. 10. Maybe Oli, right? Imagine. No. Not so lucky. I got a Moser though! We like that. I need him. I actually think he works really well with Feixiao or something. Right? Like, Feixiao, and then either March, Topaz, or Moser. So that's good. That's good. We'll use him. 20. Wait. What? What? Yo, is this the shortest pull session ever? Is it just... Is she just here? Oh my god. It's pull 20! Okay. Calm. Calm. Alright, 21. We want to see Hunt. 22. And not fucking Yangqing. Good Hunt. 23. 24. 25. Oh my god. 26. Please. I beg thee. 27. 28. It's not a hot. You know what? You know what? I do use Himiko. It's a 20 pull Himiko. Or 20. Wait. Was I saying 28? 18. Holy fuck, I can't count. It's an 18 pull Himiko. We will take this. We will take this, and now we have a guaranteed Feixiao who will hopefully come early and not use all my wishes. And unless she comes now, is there one more, right? No. Okay. That's... I mentioned Himiko's light cone and she was summoned. I shouldn't have done that. 10. Come on. Come on. Give me the one I want, please. Okay. I see. Okay. Wait, what is this? Is there a new 4-star? I didn't even know there was a new 4-star icon. When did this come out? How did I miss this? It's got black. Was this when Black Swan dropped? Did I miss this whole time? Oh well, that's interesting. 20. Wait. The 20 pulls are blessed! What is this? What? How did it happen twice? Okay. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Another Moser. Okay. 19 Moser. And 20. Boom! So the 50-50 streak is broken. But we still lucky out here. We doubled 20 pulls. God damn. What the hell? I would like more Moser than that, but I'm not about to spend a bunch of wishes pulling on a 4-star. That is not what sane person does. Let's see here. All right, that's gonna be our team. This is our lineup as we're gonna go through the story. I'm gonna work some timey-wimey magic, and I'm gonna get these two where they need to be. Peekaboo. Hey, I'm back from the other side of the timey-wimey bullshit. So we got not good gear at all, but I used what I got. Actually, wait. You know what? It's pretty good, right? I mean, it's got all good stats. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, actually, and this is sick. But the rest of it sucks. The rest of it's hot garbage. As you can see, my stats aren't looking great, but they will do. They will do for the purposes of the story. We got Moza up here too. I lied. No, we don't. And we got Moza up here too. Unfortunately, couldn't do his traces yet because we had to get further in the story in order to unlock the Echo of War. But the rest of him is good enough. Yeah, this orb is pretty decent, but the rest of his stuff not so much. But it'll do. Let's do it.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is that the new zone?
Is this how long life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will
Wow,
send boarding
wow,
passes to
wow.
all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
Ayo, he's right there.
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits
Smart.
betting on
Well,
Roboball
not
games
really.
in Taikian. This
You
time,
learned a lesson
I've
at least.
decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
He done learned.
War dance. There you are.
Hello. Yanshin does not have the best record in these stories. Like, usually he fights and he gets his ass beat, so we'll see how this goes.
I heard you and
Good
Mr.
luck, buddy.
Don Hung went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you.
Oh yeah, there might be a giant.
Goodness, you both made it out safe.
There might be like a giant archdemon wolf man on the loose. Sorry about that. Oh, I can tell him.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
Oh, is this just for recap? I don't need to go through the recap.
Borison traveled all the way here to infiltrate the
I'm in it
Lafu,
now.
and attempt to rescue their
We
leader
here.
with a crafty scheme. This is
Alright.
completely unlike them. To be honest, it reminds me of what the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. At present, all 3 generals are on guard and taking action to hunt down the fugitives and the mastermind behind it all in order to prevent further trouble. However, if these Borison can disguise themselves as Foxians, where do we even begin to search for them?
Good question. Those 2 of us over there are talking about you. I'm
Yeah,
sure he can hear
I
them.
heard them too,
Yeah.
but I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the Ringmaster.
Hi, you haven't lost yet, man. You never win a fight if you back out of the fights. Haven't you been preparing for it for so long?
The security of the Lafu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a Ringmaster.
Yo, I'll fight the wolf, man.
Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hule will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan,
Oh.
what honor will be left for us to
You
uphold?
go to the wing. I'll deal with the dog. It's
Well
okay.
said.
It's okay. I got this.
You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hello, General.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
What brings you here?
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
I just wanted to say thank you for showing up generously in my polls. Even though I lost a 50-50, you still pitied me, and I really appreciate it.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Feixiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
You need fuel. Fuel of the sword.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself?
That's a good point.
Ever since you encountered those Borisson spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hule on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Should making a lot of points.
Hule's whereabouts
Except
are
the
still
food.
unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Except the food. You're not winning this.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borisson abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borisson were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Probably after you're finished eating.
Like I said, it's only one meal
yeah.
away.
Consume. Consume the food.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
Wait, what happened to Jing Yuan then?
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Is he like, is he temporarily out of position during the investigation or whatever?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
But we're Foxboy.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
We're Foxboy.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisson have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Feixiao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Feixiao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest.
Wait, it's that giant-ass ship, right? Were they gonna try to, like, when the ship's activated, were they gonna try to, like, steal the ship and, like, escape on it or something? Like,
But now,
it's a big
with
super
Hule's
ship.
whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Should the war dance really be held as scheduled?
Arch is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong.
Also, why did I click that instead of March just saying it?
So, Yun Li, what do you think we should do?
Well, I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
That's not gonna make people very happy, but it might keep them safe. I don't know.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach.
Which 2 parties?
The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Law Fu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue.
Flooding the docks to get off of the boat.
The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Law Fu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably.
Oh?
Hule's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Law Fu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hule actually does anything.
It's playing 4D chess. This is why we got the wise old general here.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Law Fu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the 2 of you here.
Is Yun Li gonna take over on the ring? I mean, or March, she's technically a main character, but she's also new to the sword thing, right? So that would be a little weird for her to be the ringmaster of it. I'm gonna hit 2. Are you suggesting that Yun Li takes Yanqing's place as ringmaster?
Master Yun Li, is General Huaiyan asking you to be the ringmaster instead of Yan Qing?
No, that's not the case.
General Huaiyan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March.
Why
That's
not?
exactly what I mean.
Well, I mean, both of them together, maybe?
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Lawfu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Lawfu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider?
She's also been practicing swordplay for like a week. But go off, okay.
Can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I forgot she was here. Oh, Lingsha. Okay. My general!
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
Which is like, yeah, she was killed and is temporarily unavailable. This happens from time to time.
I and the 2 behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him?
We shall find out, won't we?
Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
I love how this is just the Jingyuan show, as it should be. But those 2 are just like silently standing behind him this whole time.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
He acknowledges his followers.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borison disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Does she have like a way to reveal them? Oh. Oh, I'm you now. Is that her hair? Oh no. Why has she got like... This looks like hair, like the cloth coming down from her sleeve. Well, I mean, like, maybe some sort of fur dangling off? I guess it's fur. I was very confused why her hair suddenly turned teal. What'd she do? What was that? What is that? Like a sensor on a stick? I guess? Okay.
Incense ascends, entwined
Ooh.
with ethereal clouds.
That was pretty. Okay, moving on. Hi.
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borison in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borison were able to disguise themselves as Foxians.
And now you're gonna cook up something to reverse it, right?
Simply put, Foxians and Borison share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borison to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
I mean, what? How does that help? Borison have fast metabolism, so the effects of medicines don't last long.
Indeed. This means that these Borison have a steady supply of the medicine within the Luofu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again.
Just though all Foxians in the Lawfu in like jail for a day or two and see which ones turns into Borson. That couldn't go horribly, right?
When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence.
Pretty
It's
sure
designed
that's
to help
a
those
crime in a
disciples
lot of
suppress
countries.
signs of their Mars-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borson's body,
They're one and the same, aren't they?
Semblance Reversion Essence. Those disciples beside the Mars-struck for. Oh. Okay. I did not comprehend this when she said it. So it's the stuff that keep the Sanctus Medicus that are Mars-stricken from looking Mars-stricken, and they just kind of modified it.
the medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borison have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
Such a sacrifice.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me.
Why are you always yelling? Stop it.
Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously.
Okay.
I captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borison.
You're like a D-ting. Wow. Yeah. A prison guard has collapsed on the floor, her body twisted unnaturally. Examine the remains of the warden.
Incredible strength. The
Ooh.
attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Yikes.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borison possesses. This is likely the work of Hule.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borison truly that formidable?
I mean, it did just crush a bunch of bones in somebody's body in one swing and was kept for many, many years, like what, hundreds of years or something? In the very bottom of the shackling prison because he was such a threat and had like all of the Foxians and no, he's not that threatening though. He's not that formidable. Not that formidable. It's pretty easy.
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Lingshaw. To the Alliance, Borison have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hule is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hule united numerous Borison packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions.
I was gonna say, how would she not know all this being a Vidyadhara, but I guess I forgot that they don't like keep their memories and stuff when they're reborn, so even if she's technically as old as a lot of the other Vidyadharas, she's been reborn at some point and reset.
Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hule appeared.
And then Jing Liu
Even
clapped
with
him.
medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupatoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance.
In resistance?
If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hule with her Frostblade, the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If
You're
that's
a little
the
edgy
case,
with it at the end.
why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned?
Because he can't die.
On the Xianzhou Jumi, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars. reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Lawfu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now.
Something about the way she talks really annoys me. I think it's the way that she has to punctuate everything that she says. Like, she has to make a point with everything that she says. Is it just me?
But I guess I understand. The people of the Lawfu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Juming.
Was that you?
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingshaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Just tell me now, damn it. Fine. I don't even know what you do, and you're probably not gonna tell me. I'm trying to look at your character screen. Can I see? Oh, I can see! Oh my god, okay. Fire damage all enemies, and at the same time restores HP. Ooh, you heal by hoarding. Nice. Increases break damage taken by all enemies. Oh, I just noticed that you just slotted onto this team. Oh, that's unfortunate. Break damage taken by all enemies, increases fire and deals fire damage to all enemies, and at the same time restores HP for all allies. Right, okay. So you heal and damage with your E. You break up with your alt. Take that shit, 5 attack. Okay. Well, we're managing.
Harmony and unison.
We'll shuffle them around after this.
Be of your body and mind.
I could probably just swap eventually now for now. Till we get past the spot. I didn't leave a skill point for Mose. I'm a fool. Bunnies!
You're a stubborn one.
I hit that late! I was distracted by the bunnies!
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the filth.
Hedge your bets.
Hey, yeah. Oh, and he killed it. Bunnies! Oh my god, they're so cute.
Allow me to purge the root.
How are you gonna have an attack that's that cute? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I just want to see what this looks like.
The truth burns clear as a flame.
Ooh.
Everything in this world
bunny's there.
is merely fleeting.
So that the little friend she summons, that's the bunny? She summons a bunny friend?
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
Lingsha peels open the Cloud Knight's armor and stretches out her hands to search for a moment.
This is a Borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
How did he... I mean, how do you know he was a Borisin
All
then?
these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borisin disguised as members of the Skyfaring Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position.
A good point, a good point. Is it Grandpa General? Was he a bad boy all along? Yeah. Anything over there? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Hello. Prisoner is on the ground, the joy of regaining freedom and sudden shock. These... wait. The joy of regaining freedom and sudden shock. These two expressions are frozen on his pale face at the moment of death.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive. Such a cruel and ruthless act.
The fuck?
Despite being a long-lived species, Borson are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hule was deprived of food and water in the shackling prison. It's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the Forest of Swords to drain his life force. But in the end, his punishment turned into a test of our patience. Just like you said, Miss Linshaw. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately...
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borisin. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Foxians into his pawns. And so the Borisin kept returning.
I mean, I understand the Foxians wanting Hule to suffer, but I still feel like it would be better just to make sure that something like that could never happen again.
The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner? I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou Luofu, Miss Linshaw.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou Luofu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Linshaw. Allow me to explain it.
It's probably more to keep him away from the Foxians or something. Oh, we're not gonna find out yet. Yippee! Ooh, we're looking at the mech this time. Okay. The wolf-shaped mech disintegrates into a pile of metal.
Yanqing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
A biometric weapon that will auto-restart even after being turned off.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals.
I mean, fair. They
Maybe
do kind of
the
act the
Borisin
part.
attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison.
Are they teamed up with someone in the Intelligentsia Guild?
It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Beep boop. Something seems to be hiding in the pile of metal on the ground, ready to move.
Watch out!
Oh, are we fighting
This thing
it?
is still alive.
We are.
Generate even after suffering such severe attacks?
Okay,
Your
regenerated.
imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
I was about to say, this thing was on the ground, and now it's full health.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Never hesitate! May the foul stench
Nice.
dissipate quickly.
Oh, the only downside is she's pretty SP hungry.
Yeah.
I need to mark it. I need to mark it with Moses.
Time to you cannot hide. Darkness charge.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
Dude, she is so fucking cool. Look at this. Now we switch the other one. Bat! Bat! Bat!
You're falling
Ay.
apart on your own.
I don't know if I need to use... What's what E do again? Media launches one. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It's much more damage to be doing this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at him go. Oh yeah. Excellent. No turn for you. Stay down, dogbot. That is very enjoyable. I do need aventurine though, because Linkshaw also wants my skill points, and there's not enough skill points with this. The giant machine goes silent again, like a wounded beast drained of blood. It can no longer move.
You haven't answered my question about why Hulei was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hulei on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hulei's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech?
Why does she talk like that?
Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borson. And just like the Borson, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage.
Like my lady general.
The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane
I
and
think.
no different from what the Borson did. So...
Exactly. While Borison see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline.
Borson embrace
Countless healers of the
insanity.
Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borison control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions.
So there were people who wanted to experiment on Hulei or use Hulei somehow to try and cure moon rage for the Foxians? And there was a risk of him getting out or causing some other, like, calamities among the population?
To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borison, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hulei thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Lafu that served as a warning to future generations.
The sedition of Imbibitor Lunae.
I forgot he was here.
By imprisoning Hulei and the Xianzhou Lafu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Lafu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
They were like, hey, these guys have already fucked us up once. Surely they won't do it again.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Videodora, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
Let me guess, we gotta run a bit further in before you get an answer to that question.
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions?
Never mind.
Led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life.
Oh?
What did you just say?
Dan Heng, how do you not know this?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Videodora to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor, and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you.
That is our general for you.
But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
Oh, you'll choose a side. Everyone does eventually.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
For the Alliance. Not the World of Warcraft one. A mess of bodies. A fierce battle must have been fought here. Examine the Mara-struck remains.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
Fair point.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were 2 groups of attackers. And the other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Videodora Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Videodora's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly.
Possibly.
Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority.
Definitely.
And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloud Hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Videodora collude with the Borison and aid in Hulei's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence.
Donghang, you need to get your people under check, man.
Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Ling Sha, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
Fentilia 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Videodera's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
Working on it.
So, what's your plan, Miss Ling Sha?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Ling Sha. The internal affairs of the Videodera should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches.
Also, I literally just realized, is that her hair that's white back there? Like, did she just have, like, a top layer of hair that's, like, black and red, and then a bottom layer that's white and teal? I mean, it looked like it was coming off her sleeve. I'm confused. How does her hair work?
May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
Yeah, well. Choo! Not dead, Fox Boy. 2 dual hours before the war dance
As I
convenes.
said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective.
Why are you out? I mean, I guess he's under watch because this guy's here. Supervised outing.
The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Also, can I get a doctor like this guy? Like, I get sick and he just makes me, like, delicious food and that's got, like, medicine sneaked in. Like, you know how you need to give, like, medicine to, like, a cat or a dog or something? So you could try those little, like, treats that you can, like, slip a pill in? It's like that for people. I'll take that.
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers...
Is that where he's going?
What's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
You don't eat the child. Mock talk, come on now.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Uh-huh.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time.
Stop trying to eat them.
Comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Lafu, right? Well, she did come back. But, unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hulei's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue?
I mean, it's working.
You see Boris and his savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou. But in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky.
He's like, shit.
The more hope you
Not
hold
my side
in your
cranes.
heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hulei.
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people.
They just went ahead and made this guy his own ass model. Just for his temporary form. Respect?
But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
So discord between Moktok and Hulei?
Hulei. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borison's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home? Lord Hulei, now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting. Tell me, Moktok, is he speaking the truth?
Yeah, Yao Chu got some words. He got some wordsmithing skills.
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief. She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
And she bested you, Moktok. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the
Mangas?
Master of Immortality, named Mangas, who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
He learned the way from manga. Respect. You can learn many things from manga.
This prophet, Mangas, what does she want?
Vo spent the last 7 centuries holed up in his weeb hut.
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality. And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the Lafu's war dance. And that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it.
So more Discord. Yes, let's just keep sowing Discord.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us!
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Law Fu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive.
It's getting under his skin.
Right now, everyone in the La Fu is distracted by the stupid war dance. So this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiao Chou, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
He goes to the ports, he hops in a star skip, he just flies away.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always unquestioningly follow your orders.
What game are you playing? Why are you letting him go by himself?
Just a little pre-hunt entertainment. Don't you want to run away? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
Oh, it's a power play, okay. I gotta change my goddamn team again. Wait, can I talk to you again?
You know why I'm letting you go. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away. Head to the port and report back to me. Let's see if they really closed it like you expected.
I don't fully understand Lord Hule's intentions, but don't think you can simply run away. Understood.
I'ma run away.
I can't believe he actually let me go. What game is he playing? Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. No. Perhaps I can just escape.
Around? A Foxian with a cold expression gazes at Jiaochu. There's a sharp threshold to the gaze, carrying as if a warning to the healer that says, every clever little thought you bear might lead to severe consequence you will come to regret. That's spooky, and why is it red?
Just as I suspected. He's testing me.
Continue toward the port.
The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time. Will General Feixiao personally lead a squad to capture Hule? For now, I'll do as he asked.
Hello. Starskiff pilot is just an ordinary but hardworking individual who ferries people from place to place every day. Understand if you thoughtless ask him for aid, you will reap... Understand if you thoughtless ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless if the outcome is a success or failure. Remember, be mindful of your words and actions. Why is it red?
Would you like to board my star skiff?
Is this like Hule's influence on him is the red? Like, don't say anything, shut up. Or is it actually like him thinking that because like this guy's like a Borson or something, like watching him? You keenly notice that the Foxian passengers near the Starskiff pilot are looking you up and down. Shit. How many passengers can you accommodate?
Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes if you need it. So, where would you like to go? We need to hurry wherever we're going. The war dance is about to start, and the Skyfaring Commission is prioritizing star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter.
The comments goes to the port. I want to hit it, dude. I want to hit it. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it. Can we keep this quiet?
Keep what quiet? Come on, spill it if you have something to say.
Can you get me a ride out of you?
You want to leave alone now? Sure, the starting fare is 6 strails. Where do you want to go?
You were searched by the Borson and now you have no money on you.
Hey, you can't take my star skiff for free. Maybe you should withdraw some money first. I'll be ready whenever you are.
It's probably gonna be horrible, but like I need to hit the red options. I need to do it. Hi. The Realm Keeping Commission orderly is not accustomed to handling emergencies like this one. Understand if you thoughtless ask for aid, blah blah blah.
I'm sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. All the officers and officials have been reassigned to assist in the war dance.
You sense someone staring at you from not too far away. There he is. I need your help.
If I can help you.
I'm Zhao Chu, envoy of the Zanshou Yaoqing.
Hi. Do you need my help, messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Borison are hiding in the Exalting Sanctum. You must deliver this news to the Cloud Knights.
Borison? Here? Are you serious?
These Borison are disguised as Foxians. Please warn the Cloud Knights immediately.
Will you please wait here for a while? I'll find a soldier.
I am not going to wait here for a while, clearly. I must go. Nothing seems out of the order in the harbor, yet you're filled with anxiety. The Cloud Knight soldier on duty is here alone without reinforcements. There's always a motherfucker in the background just watching. And I'm gonna keep hitting the red options.
I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Do you need my help?
Yes. Yes, I need help. I need your help.
Could you please provide more details?
Borson are hiding nearby.
What? Are you sure about that? Wait. I recognize you. You're the lost Yaoqing messenger. How are you here?
Please escort me to safety.
I was brought here by the Borison. Please make sure to report this news.
All right. I'll call for reinforcements.
Thank you. You can take me with you. Please escort me to safety. God damn. Suspicious ferryman. Okay.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else.
You sniff a familiar scent on the Foxian pilot. Ah. You're one of them. What if the warhead wants to leave?
You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
Have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter. This will make our ships more noticeable when we try to escape.
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on?
They're pretending nothing's happening.
Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hule and see what tricks he's up to.
Where are my Cloud Knight reinforcements, and why didn't they take me with them? Why have I been left here with the Borison?
You're back, Jiao Cho.
Hi, did they tell you? Oh. Oh, it was... The Cloud Knight was what? I thought it was the dude sitting in the back. Well, that explains a lot.
Come and take a good look. Who are these people?
This Cloud Knight says there's official business that requires my cooperation.
What are you trying to do, Moktok?
What are you trying to do, Moktok? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do? I told you to go to the port and check out the situation. But I never gave you permission to talk with others.
Oh no, the consequences that you're gonna kill these random NPCs? No.
Remember, these people died because of you.
A sickening crack of bones echoed through the small courtyard. There was no scream, not even the sound of a struggle.
You want to prove to me that you hold everyone's lives in your hands, right, Hule?
Oh, exactly as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
Worth.
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise, for fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. Especially during a festive time like the war dance. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in your fear. Your calm facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones anytime. There's no escape from me, Jiao Cho.
He is actually in trouble though, like once that anti-fear medicine wears off, right? I guess what he's talking about is I remember they took medicine to combat lupatoxin when they went into the prison, so
Of course. You can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you. Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself.
she's probably gonna be hella badass doing it.
Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time.
Or he can lie. Make him believe you surrendered. Let's try it. You know, let's do it. Sometimes it's better to try and get them to let their guard down a little bit than to just go full force the whole time, you know? A tall man stretches out a finger and touches your shoulder blade with a movement so fast it's not visible. As if a dagger has cut away a piece of flesh, the pain pierces down to the bone you can barely stand.
Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream.
Why?
That way no one will die in vain.
Why'd you need to stab me with a finger?
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
What makes you think you're still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture? Borison aren't supposed to live that long. Or possess such regenerative abilities.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yaoqing wanted to take me away? Oh, to some, I'm a hostage. But to others, I hold the secrets they desire.
He's still looking for medicine for his general.
I still remember, in the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of moon rage. They wanted to conquer their fear of the Borison and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Zhou? Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, hero of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good.
Those pitiful doctors and they're helping people. Puh. Puh, I say.
Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran,
He's got an
the
artifact set.
ancestor of the Borison,
Or an ornament
was
set.
dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borison and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave birth to a miracle. The lunar embryo. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon.
It's metal as fuck. How typical, just another Borison myth.
Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borison warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous warhead's chest and consumes the divine heart, thus possessing it as their own.
But if the warhead lives forever and can't like be killed, like is immortal, why do you need to pick new warheads? Like, they're not gonna get old. They're always gonna be in their prime and as strong as they ever were, and presumably getting stronger the whole time that they're actually fighting things. Is it just eventually an uppercomer actually manages to beat one, and then they... I don't know.
devouring
I'm thinking too much about
is the
this.
true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger.
And presumably stronger and stronger still the longer you're alive because you're immortal, to the point where you're always going to be the strongest Borison, and since you're never aging, you're never going to weaken, and then you should just always be the warhead.
I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Make some shit up.
Jiao Chou.
Ah, Moza! And we're gone.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borison?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wadza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiao Chou, I picked up a signal from his jade abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the
The
case,
abacus and the
shouldn't we
Cycrane's work.
immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borison? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borison. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
I mean, he could very easily switch to trying to hunt us down, and they have the advantage in numbers, possibly? We don't know how many of them are actually Foxians in this, or like disguised as Foxians? I guess we'll just go with one. How can Hule possibly hunt us down?
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for
Oh, you're
7
both
centuries.
underestimating him, okay.
Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Lawfu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hule is not an ordinary Borison that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Lawfu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position.
Is Stargazer Navalia the most likely place for them to come to?
What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
Star skiffs.
A star skiff to get us out of the Lawfu. The Borison we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those Borison and corner our prey.
Let's do it. Ooh, am I doing it? I'm doing it. Whee! Get into the Oh,
ran into the
I wanted the
Borison
other
last
one.
Looks the
Why'd you
same
do
as
that?
Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened.
Wait, sorry, what was it? Oh, it looks the same as usual. Gotcha. Gotcha. Will the Borison notice something? Is that guy
Losing
Borson?
contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted.
That's true.
If any Borson wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are Borison here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
Yeah, he's right behind you.
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those two Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in
Standing there
since we
staring.
arrived.
Yeah, in secret. But they're right there. They're not even trying.
Then there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of 2 members. And obviously, he is not following the rules. Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking that device. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
Yeah, these two that are just staring at us. Hi.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
Stargazer Navalia's on lockdown? Since
But
when?
Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Lafu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have infiltrated this port.
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the Borison?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
They should know about the Borison. Why do they know about the Borison? They're talking about people, and now suddenly it's like, oh yeah, the Borison. Hi.
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not... Oh, it's you, Lieutenant Yenqing.
Is the Navalia on lockdown?
No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue?
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
That guy's clean. You're a good bean. Why are you staring off into space by yourself?
Lieutenant Yenqing and General Feixiao?
Is it really just those two?
You're aware of the Borison prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
You sound tired.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual?
No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
Ask about the Sky Splitter.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yenqing's contests. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yenqing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it alright for you to be here instead?
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Disappointment. And the questioning.
So, it seems that some Borison have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise. The answer seems quite obvious.
The staff members from the Skyfaring Commission.
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lockdown.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts the Cloud Knight's plans.
They also didn't seem shook at all by the mention of Borson.
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's no way they can escape us.
Hi, we're back.
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
Except it's
No,
not.
I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now, I'm asking you a question, so answer me. Tell me. How many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoqing.
Oh shit.
What are you still waiting for? Attack her!
I love how this guy's like, what are you waiting for? Attack her! Like he could start.
Resonate all together. That kind of tickles.
Stop. Stop.
Watch your head.
I wonder what I'm supposed to use her alt. I haven't actually looked at that yet. 'Cause she's got one of those weird charging alts. Yeah, I figured it out. Ah.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Right in the heart of death.
So edgy. Oh my god.
Tonight, Stars Echo.
Fangs and claws got dull. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
I love how he runs out of HP. He runs out of HP, but I just keep hitting him. Gotta be sure.
I hit the mark.
Hey. Oh, there they go. Let me guess, some hunt game where you want them to go.
Why don't you kill me?
You must live to tell your general we are coming.
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave, so you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want, but I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
Just getting a lot of lips so far.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
She's gonna be like, I want him to. And then he's gonna die not being able to warn him.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape.
Yeah.
Because he will
I
lead
love
the
him.
Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could track him?
She's so awesome.
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borison get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Well, just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Long ago, I was one of them.
Backstory? Wait, you're a Borson?
The word Borson was only used to refer to those wolf masters. I'm a Foxian who was born in one of the fallen territories. In their eyes, we're mere consumables. Cannon fodder used to slow down Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yaoqing.
It's true.
If I get the chance, I'd love to hear stories of your past, General.
Same.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them.
No.
Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
Is this where he's found Jiaochu?
I've found them.
Yeah.
Zhao Chou is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Chou.
1 dual hour before the war dance.
Please, save me. I want to live. Doctor.
Xiaoshu, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot. Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
The Borison beast chips have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloudpeer telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive.
Is that young Feixiao?
I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiaoshu?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now. I will bring her back.
Damn. Dude, this is some backstory it's given these two.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Zhao Chou?
What are you doing in his brain?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borison bloodline while she was at death's door.
So, they keep saying, like, she's not a Borison, but she has Borison blood. So is it like... Is this like... Is this one of those situations where they conquered territory and, forcibly procreated with the people who lived there? for lack of a better way to put that. That's exceptionally fucked up if that's what that is.
Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle. Turns out it's all because of her Borison bloodline. Mutt. Despicable mutt.
Hey, don't talk about my girl that way.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borison. Moon Rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borison, to have their bodies torn apart by Moon Rage and transform into a beast is the ultimate joy. But for you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, it means certain death. With the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as a monster.
So that's why Zhao Cho is so desperate to find a cure for moon rage then. That is pretty spooky.
And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hule, do you know the saddest thing about being a healer? All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like you. I exhausted myself, and my hands trembled. But I believed everything I did was meaningful. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths. They died under your claws, in your jaws, amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs, and under the Lux arrow of Rainbow.
That's rough.
Like a useless idiot, I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death, only to watch it struggle, dive back into the boiling broth.
I mean, surely not everybody who you saved is just gone and died.
So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation, all the way down to your bone marrow.
Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason. Witnessing your death with my own two eyes.
I'm just here to see it. I'm just here to watch you get yours.
Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance. And a fully cured Feixiao.
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear.
Are they about to be like, the medicine already wore off a while ago?
What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually sparked a trace of respect for you in my heart.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end, When new paths arise, raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt. Your feeble souls will witness a new future. A future that belongs to me.
He won't witness anything if you eat him.
My lord, we
To be
received
fair.
a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
Shock.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the Wardens will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm.
Oh no, panic.
Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
Tail between his legs.
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisin Pax, there's still hope.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar, trying to use Duran's offspring.
He is getting so sick of Moktok, dude. I'm waiting for him to just kill this guy.
Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs, with our fangs bared.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
You're all my pack. Whether you want to be or not.
Don't go any closer. No.
Oh. He's werewolfing people.
Moktok, we're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts.
It's gonna werewolf the Foxians.
Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
How does this work anyways? Like, they think the Foxians are lower beings than they are, but then they also turn Foxians into them with the bites or with his blood or whatever. Does that mean that they're like promoting, in their heads, promoting Foxians to their stature? Or are these like lower level, like lower ranking Borisin because they were originally Foxians? Or is this like a temporary transformation? I have many questions. Hi, Moza.
Chow. Moza. Run.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yaoqing. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xiangzhou La Fu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cubs. We shall stride among the prey. Give the wolf a dead end. When new paths rise,
Now they're chanting.
raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. It brings back all the memories of past battles within me. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to its former glory.
Oh, okay. The war dance is about to commence. Yep.
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst.
Not gonna lie, I kinda rather go back down there. That's there's stuff going on.